You know that feeling when you meet someone new and the chemistry is instant, almost overwhelmingly intense? It's electric. It feels like this deep cosmic connection you've waited your whole life for. But 6 months in, the drama starts. The silent treatments, the push-pull, the constant feeling of walking on emotional eggshells. And here's the wild part. Even though they are clearly a toxic person, and this is a textbook toxic relationship, you find yourself drawn in deeper, obsessed with making it work. Why do we keep repeating this pattern? Why are we always attracted to the worst kind of chaos, the people who drain us the most? It feels like utter self-sabotage, right? We often blame ourselves, saying things like, "I have terrible taste in partners," or "I'm fundamentally broken and I secretly crave drama." But stop right there. This isn't a personal failing, and it's certainly not that you enjoy being hurt. Your attraction to intense, chaotic, and unpredictable partners isn't a desire for pain. It's a programmed survival response rooted in the architecture of your earliest relationships. It's not bad taste. It's a faulty blueprint. We are biologically wired to seek not what makes us happy, but what makes us feel intensely, and most importantly, what makes us feel familiar. To understand why you keep picking the relationship landmines, you have to look into the science of attachment. The real culprit here is usually something called insecure attachment. Specifically, if your primary caregivers were inconsistent, loving sometimes, dismissive others, you may have developed an anxious attachment style. You crave true consistency and connection, but your body is wired to expect periodic abandonment. When you partner with an avoidant person, the classic toxic type who pulls away the moment intimacy deepens, you enter a destructive psychological dance known as the anxious avoidant trap. Their distance triggers your core fear of being left alone, creating intense emotional urgency. This urgency, this high-stakes chase, doesn't feel like panic or fear. It masquerades as profound love and consuming passion. Your nervous system is mistakenly equating high stress with high importance. Think about the massive relief that follows a devastating fight or the passionate makeup sex. That sudden moment of reconciliation releases a massive flood of dopamine, the brain's feel-good reward chemical. But because the preceding fight was stressful, you were also swimming in cortisol, the stress hormone. This potent neurochemical cocktail of high stress followed by intense reward creates a powerful biological addiction. Psychologists call this trauma bonding or intermittent reinforcement. You're not truly addicted to the person, you are addicted to the intense release and the temporary relief that follows the tension they create. The unpredictable nature of the toxic partner means you never know when the next win, the next moment of closeness, is coming. This uncertainty keeps your emotional investment levels spiking. Your brain literally confuses stability with boredom and drama with vitality. You become trapped, chasing that dopamine hit, hoping to finally win the reliable love of a person who is fundamentally incapable of giving it consistently. And there's another powerful driver: the need for completion, or the fix-it mentality. If your childhood taught you that love is conditional and requires struggle, you internalize the belief that you must earn it. The toxic partner, with their obvious flaws and emotional volatility, perfectly recreates this familiar, challenging landscape. You become driven by a subconscious, heroic narrative. If I can just be good enough, or loving enough, or patient enough, I will finally stabilize them, and only then will I be worthy. You spend all your energy trying to fix their emotional boat, instead of realizing that their boat is often designed to sink, taking you with it. You confuse effort with worth. The attraction isn't to their bad behavior, it's to the potential you see, and the validation you desperately seek by succeeding where you might have failed in childhood. That is, stabilizing the unpredictable emotional world around you. This cycle is exhausting, but if you're sitting here recognizing this pattern, breathe. You are not broken. You are a person whose brain is efficiently trying to solve an old, complicated emotional problem using outdated, trauma-informed software. The key to breaking the toxic attraction cycle isn't finding a better person, it's updating that internal blueprint. You have to actively choose the stable, secure, and yes, maybe slightly less exciting connection. When you first start dating someone emotionally healthy, it might feel anticlimactic. It might feel boring because it lacks the intense adrenaline-fueled peaks and valleys you're used to. That feeling isn't boredom. It's the quiet, steady relief of security, and your brain is mistakenly identifying the lack of crisis as a lack of passion. You need to retrain your nervous system to understand that true, sustainable love is built on consistency, respect, and calm, not on the adrenaline rush of reconciliation after unnecessary chaos. Start noticing the physical feeling of panic and anxiety in your relationships. If the connection feels like a constant high-stakes psychological gamble, that's not love. That's behavioral addiction based on fear. The real strength lies not in surviving the drama, but in consciously choosing the peace. Next time you feel that intense, overwhelming rush with a new person, pause and ask yourself, is this genuine excitement, or is this the familiar triggering sound of my trauma being played back to me? If this resonated with you, hit the like button and subscribe for more behavioral breakdowns. Let us know in the comments. What was the moment you realized your intense chemistry was actually trauma bonding?